yes, the thing, yeah. Hi. Welcome to the, you know, the distance thing. Oh, one of these tracks is a stunt? Let's find out, let's start with that. Oh. Okay. I didn't look at the thumbnail of this one properly when I was seeing it in the workshop. Oh boy, what is this? Nutty Pack Race Drug Track. Oh, I mean, yeah, the name matches the thumbnail at least. What am I getting myself into? At least there were a couple other pretty good looking tracks, so I'll get through this first. Particles. Wait, isn't this a stunt? It is. What's the text back here? I must see the text. Move, you weirdo. No, screw you. I actually don't even know if there's a dedicated brake button that doesn't also reverse you, so you know what, fine, I will move. Just because there's less effort that way. What even is all this? Okay, you know what? Does this portal go so? It does go somewhere. Oh my god, they are faces. Oh, nice what? Try. Who? I'm guessing that's like an upper way? I don't know, and I don't think I'm supposed to know. I'm just gonna drive around a bit and see things. I mean, there's the obvious conclusion of, yes, this track is just random and not actually meant to be a stunt track because it's not designed. Like, yeah, you can do stunts on this, but it's like, man, I guess, but it's like, this is not what I would want out of a stunt track. Decorations aside, the actual normal driving surface. Actually, how hard is it to even get over to one of these things if I wanted to go play on this? Okay, not too bad. I'd actually not just, like, been halfway overheated when I first jumped. I could have made this easily. All right. It said it's not exactly the most exciting or well-suited place for doing random stunts. Yeah, this track is just all over the frickin' place. Oh, okay, there are checkpoints, or respawn points, I guess. Oh, it's facing back towards the start. Of course it is. Let's go back up here. Wait, what? Oh no, we're not in the same place. I was like, am I just literally just above where we started? Is that an actual end? Does this end the track? Do stunt tracks work that way? No, okay. I was like, I don't think that works in stunt. Let me find out. Like, why would you want to? Want to do it again? Hell yeah, let's do it again. Yeah, took me back out the other side of that. It's just like loading checkpoint ring, half checkpoint rings, and yeah, I don't know why I'm still here, but I'm just gonna drive around for a bit because yeah. Teleporter. What nonsense will you take me into? Rainbow-colored leaves! Yes. Rainbow-colored track. Ooh. Track segments, they change colors as I drive. Wheelie! Lasers. Ow. Light. Too much light. Whoa. The worst thing is this track must have actually taken a decent amount of time to build this much track surface and place obstacles. I mean, not that much effort, but it's almost have taken a good bit. Like, I just have to ask why. I suppose the why is because why not? And, you know, I guess it's because this is a case of because you can, so I can't really argue with that.
10, 9.
But I'm not going to come back and play this again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Match over.
Well, that was a thing. Yeah, I don't think I would recommend that. Yes, stunt. Very, very stunt. Indeed. So yeah, that was a thing. Let's move on then. Oh, it's also why? Right. Because why not? That's why this is a sprint and a stunt. Do I even want to know what it takes to actually reach the end, not using the portal that takes you instantly there? No. I'm half tempted to be like, hey, I know how to jump in and back out in like 10 seconds. Because the portal at the beginning can take you right to the end. But then there's no point in that. And yeah, I'm just, no. How about we just don't? So, yeah, let's just do the rest of these in order. Mangrove Forest Realm. The Creepers are. It looks pretty, at the very least, so this will at least be visually pleasant, I hope. We'll see. Does this have... That's not the same start, that's the... Oh, it does have the skip tech. Yay. I'm not sure if that one actually counts as Pine's tech or if that's just a wait to skip thing that some of them have done. I don't know if that's technically Pine's tech or not, but I appreciate it nonetheless, so thank you. Again, this looks quite nice. I like the giant oversized forest trees things. That was just bad on my part, and I was kind of distracted by that red thing out in the water. I was like, what is that? And I was not paying attention enough to my driving. That one's on me, but also that root was like really in the road. Okay. Like, this is really hard to see where the hell I'm supposed to be going around it. So yeah, there's a red thing that might have been something to do with a shortcut or a power-up, and what does this do? Did that... What did... I expected like a vine road or something to appear. Can I just go out here? Oh, I mean, I can drive out here. Also, I do immediately appreciate we do have jump and grip thrusters, no wings, but that's fair enough. Yeah, there's another one of these. Hold up. It looks like it might just be environment. I actually don't mind the very what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like ambient. It's not. I can't think of a good word for what I'm saying. The music is very, very low key, but it's still fitting, I think. Also, giant crab. Just claims another map has just been released. I will check after this. Yeah, you might have to remind me, because fair chance I will forget by the time I've gotten through this. We'll try not to, but I cannot promise that. Yeah, so what is this thing supposed to be? supposed to be a creature. It looks more like a stone formation. Also, there's a big submarine there. But I see the weird red thingy at the end, and I want to see what it actually looks like up close. Hold up. This is going to be awkward to turn around without exploding myself on the water. Okay, water's not instant death. That's good. Water is not literally a kill grid. Okay, I think it's supposed to be like a giant crocodile or snake, and the red is the eyes. Yep. Well, actually, long, very long. Yeah, snake, not a crocodile. I drove over the entire thing. Kind of want to jump onto this sub. Oh, there's a ramp. Actually, you can jump onto it quite easily. Does not look like there's an easy way to navigate over it. That would kind of be sweet if there was a path, an intentional path over the submarine. This is kind of a ramp. Maybe it is? I don't know. I want that to be a thing. I don't really think it is, but I want it to be. Yeah, this doesn't look like a real route. Or an intended one. I'll go back to the road so we can see the actual level. This is feeling a little same. Actually, this is kind of a neat arrangement, but it's still feeling a little samey already. I mean, granted, I've been exploding and going back to the same things a couple times, but still. Train is neat, but if... Okay, I swear I drove past that same exact segment earlier. I don't think it is, but... It's like, there's a lot of good detail, but, what am I trying to say? And the music change... Not... I mean, yeah, we do have a... Okay, that almost looked more like a tunnel, just the way it comes out of the fog. I say, yeah, we had an atmosphere change with the appearance and stuff, but... This music feels so dramatically different from what we had before. I'm not sure how I like that. It's like, yes, things are more intense. That's so weird to navigate around. Things are more hostile and intense, and the music says that, but it's like... It doesn't feel like the right progression to me. In the tone. It's like the first one was like too mellow compared to going in hard like this. Music transitions are tricky to do if they're not like the obvious built-in intended progressions that Distance uses in some places. Where it's like there are songs that are intended to go into each other. Casual ambient music goes right into Terminus because fog. There is fog. Yes. I mean, if we learned anything from horror movies, it's that foggy night equals everyone is going to die. So, you know, it adds up, you know? Oh, I guess that card was just temporarily disables the fog. It's kind of neat, but it feels kind of abrupt the way it just poofs out and then blinks back into existence. I'm not sure if well... Yeah, this section doesn't feel so repetitive. I mean, the first section might have just been because I was dying. I'll have to play it again, but it's like, it felt like it was getting kind of samey. Yeah, I don't like the fog just snapping out of existence like that. Does not feel great, but I mean, the rest of the visuals are pretty good. Like, some of the textures on the giant crabs and stuff look a little weird if you look at them too closely and stuff, but it's like, that's not that big of a deal. Let me play this again. Let me actually just play through the first section so I can actually get a proper read on that without sending myself back to the beginning 5 times. So it's like, you can have really good visuals, interesting visuals with a lot of detail, and still have things start feeling kind of boring and samey. If it's like, God, that turn, it's like, it's hard to read where you're supposed to go around that if you don't, like, stop. But, what was I say? Yeah, if it just, like, you can still, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with the environment where I think it's actually quite nice, and I still have no idea what that does. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it was just I was spending too much time here from dying and sending myself back. No, I wasn't going back before that. But, also, I actually do want to get a slightly better look at these. Hey, did not smash me. You a crab or a lobster? Appears to be lobster-ish. Is much too long to be a crab. Yeah, little bits like this are nice. I mean, I know it's a set piece referencing the movie. What does this do also? Oh, this is a can drive on water thing, I think. How long does this last? Could this be the fabled intentional? No, it's not intentional. Submarine route. Oops. Is it? Okay, the water still does make that effect, but it kills me if I don't have the power up. So that... No, I can just drive here once I've picked up that power up? Huh. So that feels like there is something intended with this submarine. But I don't get what it is, because I don't see, like, a reason. Like, there are ways I can navigate up this thing and around it, but it doesn't feel natural or intuitive. Yeah, that was just terrible. I'm gonna stop trying to do that. Oh no, maybe this is just to cut the corner. Oh god, it's not even that. I didn't realize there was a gap lip there. Yeah, it's like there's good scenery, but it's a little bit on the repetitive side without... There are a few parts with some nice distinct pieces, but even like this cool stonework, like there's these cool structures, but it's like they blend in so much with everything else, it doesn't feel that distinct. I mean, the track feels alright, but it's like the environment gets a little bit old after a while. Is what I'm feeling. Track itself is alright, I suppose. I don't have any major issues with it. I suppose there's a bunch of swirly, curly stuff that I'm sure you could extremely easily skip on. There's the one turn earlier on, and then this turn here that is like, I can't see where I'm supposed to navigate. Like, how am I gonna do that at full speed? But nothing else is anywhere near that tight, which makes it feel out of place. And not like it's just oh, this track is just hard and requires very precise steering. It's like, it doesn't accept that one spot. And you can't really see it coming because all the fog and like the visibility is part of the issue with it. Like, oops. And then I was just not paying enough attention to where I was driving. Oh, and we're sitting all the way back here. Well, I guess I didn't go that far. I suppose I can accept that. No checkpoint in there. I think part of the issue I'm having also is the track itself actually has fairly good signposting and contrast, but when it curves back around itself so much, the green lights on it actually start becoming less clear where the road is because you're seeing it not just at the space in front of you, you're seeing the other parts going by. It's not too bad, but I think it's one of the issues with a track designed like this. So I wanted to say the road doesn't have a huge amount of contrast with everything else, but that's not true, because we have these posts with the lights, which are actually quite good at that. It's just without them, the road doesn't stand out too much, and then say you're watching those, and when you see other ones elsewhere, it's like, There are a few points where that makes it hard to see, and maybe just like the angle the road's moving at. Sometimes it's hard to read where my roadway is going. Oh, that could just be because I'm not paying as full attention as I might be if I was just playing normally, but I don't know. This track feels okay. I'm really not sure. I'm gonna say yes because it looks like there was good effort put into this, and I do like the visuals of it for the most part. I feel like the gameplay was really mixed, but I feel like it's like, it's alright. It's on the better side of it, alright. I might change my mind later on it, but for now I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It was a neat track. I enjoyed it enough. There was some weird stuff going on it, but whatever. What is this? Another day with no description. Okay. Spooky, glowy, wait. I played a track. Didn't I play another track with a name like this that was similar in visuals? This is weird. I swear I've played this track, it just, like a slightly different version of this or something. It's a re-release. I don't remember it starting like this though. I'm like, this feels so familiar, but a little bit different. But yeah, I recognize this part, this jump into the weird spooky graveyard over the frickin' kill grid. I recognize that, like, it'd be hard to not remember that. Like, that's a very, distinct, that's the word I'm looking for. That's a very distinct segment. There's some cool stuff going on, but it's just like all over the place. There's thingies now. Yeah, so maybe it's like an updated version of it. 'Cause yeah, it feels familiar, but also different. Like, it doesn't feel like it's the exact same track. Like, maybe, like, just feels like just enough has been changed where I'm like, I don't know if this is the same or not. Okay, there's lots of fingers now. Okay, you weren't kidding about that. Now with 300% increased fingers. Now this level is even more of an acid trip. Okay, I have wings for this. Oh. Okay, you know what? Let me just not try to stay on the ground for a minute. That's probably what they gave me wings for. We have some nice side lighting to actually show the path. The visuals are so weird on this level and all over the place, but I'm actually somehow not having trouble following the road, I think. I have no idea what this is right now. Am I supposed to go on that? There. I was supposed to go on this, but when I went to it before, it looked like it just ran in. Oh, it goes into a tunnel. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That's probably the least clear part, and even then, it's like there's only really one space you can try to go, so it's... I feel like that part's confusing, but then you're like, well, it has to be there, and then it actually is, so it's like, how bad is that really? Might be confusing, but it's like you still don't get lost somehow. Oh, I need to go through the weird disco tunnel. This level is something, alright. What? Oh. Okay, you know what? I kind of like that. And that ending, at least. Gaz worst design moment, looks insane, somehow readable. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It's like, I'm so confused at what I'm looking at, but I'm somehow staying on the road. It's like, but there's the road at least. I don't know where anything else is, but I know where the road is somehow. Let me play this again. This level is like, I am confused by this level because the design and visuals are like, this is actually a pretty cool beginning. But it's like, I can't even say it doesn't have consistency because it has its weird sense of wacky consistency in that everything is just nuts, but it's so all over the fucking place. It's like, I feel like this shouldn't work, but it kind of does. That section is like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Actually, wait, do I have wings? Hold up. I do. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I've done it again. Giant fucking hands on that face. Hold on, I want to look at this right this. That's new. That wasn't here in the original version, was it? That's a cool set piece. I actually quite like that. Like, there are some cool moments in this track, and the rest of it's just like, what the hell? Like, this feels like cluttered nonsense that's somehow working, so I mean, it's impressive. I don't know if that's good. I mean, this feels like a love or hate track. You're either gonna be like, that was so wild and it's awesome, or you're gonna be like, it worked, but no, stop. I feel like those are like the two responses that you should have to this track. And I guess I'm leaning towards, you know what? This is cool because it's so goddamn different and it still somehow works. It's too late. And you know, it gets bonus points for using for a good spread on the beat matched lighting. We've got a fair bit of it woven in here and there without being overboard. I think there's some good levels of that. I feel like we could use a little lighting on this to guide us into it. But it's not too bad. This is honestly probably visually the weakest section of the track, which is weird because it actually looks cool in a vacuum, but it's like when you're coming into that after everything else, you're like, oh, this is surprisingly normal and kind of basic almost. Which feels so wrong to say, but it's like, in comparison to shit like this, it is. And into the death finish. I mean, sure, can I really not? Just be like, sure. You might regret playing this level and never want to touch it and see it again, but I would say try it. I would say check it out. Yeah, that has to be an update, because I remember most of that, but definitely a lot of the sections felt different, or they looked different enough that I wasn't recognizing them, or I don't know. I'm sure if I played it back to back with the original, I would see a lot more similarities, but it's like, if it's different enough that it's like it doesn't immediately feel like the same level, I'm like, you know what? That's a worthy of a re-release in my book, so I'm fine with that.